welcome to TP Roll Challenge with myself, Miss Tara. Today's challenge will be a flying rocket roll. Let's gather our supplies. This challenge requires 1 cardboard roll, construction paper, tin foil, tissue paper, and yarn. Let's begin. First, we're going to cut our construction paper so that it'll fit around our roll. Today I'm using green, but you can choose any color for your rocket. So let's measure out with our ruler 4 1/4 inch by 6 inches. And one more time with the 4 1/4 inch. So that it makes a rectangle. Okay, so now we're going to cut our rectangle out. There we go. So next up you'll need some transparent tape. And I'm just going to tape our rectangle to the tube. Just tape it right here. Just like that. And then we're going to take another piece of tape because I'm going to wrap our colored construction paper around the tube. And tape, I'll do it right in the middle. Right in the middle, like that. So if you look, we have all around, there we go. So we have our base for our rocket. Our next step, we'll be making 2 tin foil circles. So I'm going to use a bottle cap to trace around for our circles. So 1 and 2. And then we're going to cut those out. Now that we have our 2 tinfoil circles, we're going to glue them onto our rocket base because those are going to act as our portholes. So right on here, so let's glue those on. And there we go. Now we're going to make the cone for our rocket. Now I used a disinfecting white bottle to trace my circle with. So let's place that down and draw a circle around. And there you go. Now let's cut our circle out. After cutting out our circle, let's just snip a large triangle. In our circle. So it turns out like this. After cutting out our triangle, we're going to now make our piece of construction paper into a cone. So I'll show you. So it looks like a cone. And we're going to take a piece of tape and tape our cone. Just like that. So before we attach our cone to our rocket, we're going to cut just a small hole in the top, about right there. Right there. Right there. So that later on we'll be able to add the yarn part, which I'll show you in a later step. To attach the cone to our base, we're going to use 2 pieces of tape. On the front and the back, we're going to tape the cone so that it looks like this, and then attach 1 piece to the front of the rocket and 1 piece to the back. There we go. So our cone is on, and you can always just kind of push it down, and even if the tape is not fully stuck down the tube, you can use your ruler and kind of pat down on the tape like that. So our rocket is almost done. Next, we're going to cut our tissue paper. So the tissue paper is going to act as the fire coming out of the rocket. So if I used orange, but you could use red, yellow, and if you don't have a fire colored tissue paper, you could always use white and just color in the color that you choose to use. So you could color the white tissue paper with an orange marker, red, yellow. You could even do hot pink fire, whichever color. So we're just going to cut little strips. So I cut a strip like this, and then just kind of cut even smaller. So eventually we're going to have strips like fire. So next I'm going to lay out the strips of fire tissue paper, and we're going to take a larger piece of tape and tape along one side of the tissue paper. I'll show you right now. But leave enough so that we can attach it to our cardboard roll. So there we go. So see our piece, we still have some sticky part of the tape. It's a little staticky. And we're going to tape this around the roll underneath. And there we go. For the last part of this challenge, we're going to use a knob. It could be a doorknob, a cabinet knob, or, like in this case, a drawer knob. So we're going to loop our yarn in half and take the half part right here and loop it around our knob and push the yarn through so that it makes a knot. There we go. Now we're going to take the end of the yarn and loop the yarn through our rocket. So I'm going to just tape the ends of the yarn just to make it a little bit easier to loop through the rocket. So it's just going to go right in there. And then pull it out. So we have it through our rocket. And then we're going to pull our rocket like this. Let's bring it back and pull the rocket and launch. Let's do a countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1, blast off! So So we made our rocket launch, but another little creature you could make is a bat. Now I made this earlier. I'm gonna do the same thing. And there goes my bat, he's flying off. I'll show it one more time. Ready? And there he goes. The best thing about this challenge is that you could make anything fly. Maybe you want to make another rocket, a different color one, or maybe you want to make a bat, or maybe even a pig or a unicorn fly. And that's our TP Roll Challenge. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all next Wednesday for another TP Roll Challenge. I'm Miss Tara. This is Bella. Have a great rest of your day.